welcome back, guys, for the next episode of our Morrowind Let's Play. So, I did a little bit of housekeeping between episodes. I, um, I used those two Grand Soul Gems that we got from the Golden Saints to enchant the Shaman Greaves and Shaman Striders. And essentially what I did is I did Fortify Intelligence 1 to 3 points on both of them, because that's the max I can do. And then you just equip them and unequip them over and over again until you get the maximum number, the 3 intelligence for each. That's a trick you can use with any constant effect enchanted item. You can do a range like Fortify Strength 1 to 25, and then you can just take that amulet on and off until you get the 24, 25, whatever number you're looking for, and then just leave it on and you get that benefit. So we got 25 intelligence from the Necromancer's Amulet, and we have 3 from our Striders and 3 from our Greaves. So we have 131 intellect now, which gives us a mana pool of 327, getting up there. And for every Golden Saint that we find out in the world, we can enchant another piece of our glass armor with another 3 intelligence. So over time, we should end up with quite a healthy mana pool, especially for an orc. So I did that between episodes. I also sold a couple things and made some gold. And I trained Restoration up to 58. I think we need to start training Restoration. Our healing, we are healing. We're using Healing Wave and Minor Renew quite a bit, these two spells, but not nearly enough to level our Restoration. Over the course of the last 24 hours of play, we've increased our Restoration a single point. So at this rate, it's going to take us something like 400 or 500 hours of play to level our Restoration, which obviously is not going to happen. This Let's Play is not going to be that long. So I've decided to start leveling Restoration like maybe 5 points every level. That is going to make us level a little bit faster, because halfway through each level is going to be automatic from leveling Restoration, but I really think we need to do that. We can also start leveling Alteration a little bit and stuff like that. So I did that between the break also. We did level up. I did sleep. We finally got our personality to 96, and the next time we level, it should end up at 100, so that'll be done. What I want to do is the Imperial Temple questline next. I think now's a good time to do it. However, I want to do one thing first, and it's going to take up a little bit of time in this episode. I think it's time that we have a player house. We're getting far enough now into the game that the Balmora Council Club, we're using a little broom closet here, which is sad as fuck, to be honest. We're using a little broom closet over here to hide all of our artifacts, all of our cool weapons, all of our cool staffs, you know, all of our alchemy ingredients and stuff. And I think that that's really depressing. So what I want to do is I want to kill literally every person in here and turn this into our own cool little player house where we can display all of our awesome items and just have a good time. So we can do that via a quest that happens with the Lalu house, I believe. There was a murder that happened in Balmora, and if we get to the bottom of who the killer is, we get an opportunity to kind of clean house at the Balmora Council Club. So if we go into the Lalu Council Manor here, we can talk to this woman, I believe, about the murder of Rollin Lalu. Yes, I'm looking for the murderer of Rollin Lalu. If you find the murderer, bring him to justice. Let me know. Right? So we need to ask around. We need to get a little bit more info. See if anybody knows anything about this. So that guy doesn't know anything. This is a Dunmer Scout, by the way, which is pretty cool. Rollin Lalu. Why not ask Rollin Lalu's servant, Urin Nearith? She's probably still in Lalu Manor. I don't think she has anywhere else to go. I don't think I have a key, but maybe we can just break in. I think it's over here. It is, and it is locked. But I think there's a door up here. Maybe we can jump to it. We can. And we can pick that pretty easily. We just need greater open lock. Now, actually, Lalu Manor makes for a decent player house too, because it's empty. There's two reasons why it makes for a good player house. One, look how much storage you have. You can take all of this stuff off the shelf, right? And you can just place whatever you want. You have all these tables. You can clear all these off, so you have tons of places to put everything. You have all these barrels for storage too. And then upstairs, you have a whole bedroom and stuff up here. It's a little trashed because of, you know, the murder. And then you have the servant's room right here, I think. And she is in here. Let's talk to her about the murder.
You, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
Yes, I was one of Raylan Lalu's servants. I saw a Dunmer who killed him with my own eyes. I can give you the murderer's description. The Dunmer who murdered Raylan Lalu was young, with red hair and a tall row over his head, as is fashionable these days. He wore bone mold armor and wielded a Dwemer war axe. I do not know any more than that. I'm sorry, I wish you luck. So this is who we're looking for. A dark elf with a red topknot. This is Raylan Lalu, dead as fuck on the ground. Another really interesting thing about this body is that it has infinite storage capacity. I can drop as many items as I want into this body, and it's safe there, which is really cool. Some of these chests and these crates over here have a maximum storage capacity, but this corpse does not. So you can use them as a form of infinite storage. little morose. So let's see if we can get any more information on this murderer's description. Well, we can talk to her about Raylan Lalu. Yeah, doesn't know anything about the murderer's description. Let's see if this guy does.
How can I do for you?
Murderer's description. That could be Thenelin Velas at the Council Club over by the Siltstrider. Okay. So now we have, more or less, the information we need. We believe a guy in the Council Club murdered our homie, Raylan Lalu. So let's go inside. There he is. And yeah, he's got the red mohawk. He doesn't have any bone mold armor or anything. Let's go ahead and save here, because we never know how this is going to go. We'll go ahead and maybe spirit knife. Let's talk to him. Just a coincidence. I assure you, Nine Toes is the real murderer. I don't think Nine Toes is the real murderer. Maybe we can persuade him, though, to confess? I don't know. Let's see. No, he does not. Maybe we can admire him. That brings him up to 100. No, he's not going to confess to this. That's fine. He doesn't have to. We know who did it. I talked to the servant who literally saw him murder her master, and she did not describe an Argonian to me. Persuasion. Taunt. There we go. Now he attacks us. There's the war axe that we were looking for. I'm gonna wait for him to hit me, if he can. Wow. How did you murder someone? There we go. I don't see how you even murdered this guy, to be honest. Look how bad he is. Okay, he's dead. He had quite a few cool things, including the Dwarven War Axe that we were looking for. And he's also got all these armor hammers, which is pretty cool. Now, to clean up the rest of the place. There we go.
Die.
Whoa. Where did you whip that out of, my friend? Your prison wallet? Let's wait for him to hit us. Although, they're all really struggling. There we go. That should kill him. You don't want to use fire attacks against Dark Elves because they're highly resistant. Dead. Oh, hey, look, he's got a bunch of ash yams. Alright. Hello, you. He trains in a couple things. But that doesn't matter, because he's about to die. I'm gonna talk so much shit, he's gonna try to murder me. Wow. This guy really doesn't want to murder me. There we go.
Die.
Now you die!
Ooh, okay.
You will suffer greatly.
Alright.
Boom! Stupid!
She had a steel viper sword. Interesting. Alright, one more. I wasn't talking to you, Enwa. Yeah. Bring it.
You will die!
Dead. Alright. So we murdered everyone in the council chambers. We have a really cool room here with two storage options, which is awesome, and we're definitely going to be utilizing both of these. We can go ahead and use our expert open lock on this. And it's just a ton of armor. We're going to take all that out. We got this other bedroom here with more storage options, which is super cool. What we're going to do is we're going to dispose of corpse, which is going to give us everything from her inventory. And we're going to do that for everyone in here. We need the key to Nerano Manor as part of a future quest. I am over encumbered. I'm going to have to drop some stuff on the ground. Like this steel cuirass, maybe. And these greaves. That gives us 10 pounds of encumbrance as a wiggle room. And then when we take all his stuff, we're going to be over encumbered again. So we're going to have to drop some more stuff on the ground. And we'll come back for all this, of course. Nice. Alright, so let's go to some traders and see if they'll take all this stuff. It's not so much about the gold. I don't care about the gold, I just want to get all this stuff out of our inventory. So we'll go to Revere here. We'll barter with him, and we are going to sell all the stuff to Revere. All of our murder clothing. And then we're going to sell all this booze because we don't care about it. We'll keep the ash yams. We'll sell all the torches. We'll sell this cup and this vase because we don't care about any of that either. And this cloth. And then this booze too. Okay, max sale, 600, offer gold, boom. Then we can go back and pick up some of the heavier things that we left. Now we're going to pick up all the other stuff. Because we want this place nice and clutter-free. We're going to sell all this crap too. We're going to take everything out of these baskets. I did not know that there was a steel Viper Mace in there. We can actually put some of those ingredients over here, because this is going to remain our ingredient chest. We can continue to put all of our ingredients in here. We may end up having to take out the ebony, because it just weighs so much. Let's store all of our ingredients. Good. Make sure everything else is all cleaned out. I think it is. Anything in here? No. A little bit of gold there. Nice. Okay. So. Oh, we can grab all this stuff too. And then let's go sell all this crap. Let's sell all of it. Just get it all out of our inventory. We have a couple more traders here that we can sell some of this stuff to. Barter. We're going to sell you this, 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 this. And that Viper Mace. And this Spark Blade. And this Viper Sword. We definitely want to get rid of all that. I don't think he'll buy any of the bottles and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't buy that. So we need to find another trader that will buy our bottles. Outfitter, no. Outfitter. Pawnbroker, perfect. This guy will buy anything. I like this cute little place she has here. Barter, okay. So let's get rid of all this crap. Hope you like bottles, lady, because you're getting a whole bunch of them. So now we're down to 197, which is pretty close, and I think part of the reason we're still so heavy is we have a ton of weight in repair hammers and stuff on us. So we're going to make this offer. And then we're going to go back in and start organizing a little bit. And then we can stop at a few other places and grab some of the things that we want for decoration. So let's make one of these, maybe this wooden barrel back here. Let's make this for armorer's hammers. Repair prongs. Nice. I like that. And we can also put lockpicks in here too. Probes and lockpicks. Perfect. So that can be probes and lockpicks. Then over here, why don't we put all of our keys in here? We'll keep the key to Nerano Manor, because that comes up in a Thieves Guild quest. want that. And then we gotta do something with these chests too. Maybe this chest we can put some like really valuable items in. I'm not sure. This chest right now we're putting all of the cool enchanted items that we don't need yet. Just in case they pop up again. And we have all this area for essentially storage. We can take that glass lantern too. So let's put our alchemy alchemy equipment out. And we can put all that right here, I'm thinking. And we can move this for now. And we can put our mortar and pestle right there. Actually, that's a much bigger mortar and pestle than I thought it was going to be. There we go. We can put our retort in the back. Yeah. Alright, we can put our alembic maybe right there. Perfect. I dig it. Actually, maybe we can put this right here, and then we can put this glass lantern right here. And there we have a whole alchemy equipment area. I'm actually thinking, why don't we take the calcinator and put it right there? I think that's a better look. And then we can take that, put that in the back. Yeah. And then we can move this further back. Then we can move this maybe right there. Nice. That's our own little alchemy area. And then we can probably put some of our cooler items out for display if you'd like to. We've got our Lord's Mail here. We can probably put Ice Blade of the Monarch like right here. Yeah, that looks good. Chrysamere like right maybe here. Yeah, I dig that. We have 2 staves that we can put down. We got the Staff of Magnus we can put maybe right there. Love it. And then we have our Wizard Staff from the Mages Guild. Nice. I'm thinking we can maybe put our Lord's Mail here. Oh, so it needs to go in this direction. There we go. I see that we have a tankard down there. We can pick that up. And then maybe the Helm of Clavicus Vial would be cool on display. And the Boots of the Apostle would probably be cool on display too. So maybe we put the Helm of Clavicus Vial up here. Oh. There. Cool. And then our Boots of the Apostle maybe here. Oh, nice. Alright, cool, cool. And then we can put all of our gems in that chest. So we have our 7 rubies, 5 emeralds, 5 pearls. What else do we have? 12 diamonds. That's pretty cool. 5 black pearls. Any other gemstones? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. We can put all that in here. Nice. And then maybe we can put some gold in there too. How much gold do you want to put in there? 300,000 maybe? Oh, we'd have to drag it a little bit closer. There we go. Let's see if we can get this down to 300 exactly. That's a big flex. Boom. 300,000 gold. Nice. Also, we can put a really nice skooma pipe up there. I think that would be a good place for it. Yes. That is absolutely the place for it. Maybe we can put this lantern there. It lights it up better. Alright, cool. So, I'm thinking upstairs, on the table, we can start putting some of our dwarven stuff, maybe? We can take this paper lantern up there, and then maybe we can put divine metaphysics, hanging gardens. Not that one. Dwemer schematics. Maybe one of these Dwemer tubes. And this big thing. Maybe we can put all that upstairs. We can make like a little dwarven area up here. Sounds good to me. Yeah, that's awesome. Nope, that didn't work out. Maybe we're too far away to set it down there. Yeah, it won't go. That's interesting. Maybe we can set it down on the chair. It's clipping a little bit. There we go. Cool. We can put our two Dwemer tubes right here. There. Nice. And then hanging gardens can go right here. Nice. Divine metaphysics can go... That's a huge book. And then... There we go. Cool. So we got our schematics, we have our tube, we have our books, and we can put some other dwarven stuff over here too while we're at it. Oh, we can put our coins down too, maybe. Yeah, let's do like 10 coins. Nice. Doesn't really matter where we put them. I just think they'd look cool on the table. Did that go on the ground? It did. It did go on the ground. There. We have our Dwemer coins. Actually, that one's clipping, so maybe I'll just pick that up. There we go. We have our Dwemer coins, our Scarab schematics, our 2 dwarven books, a nice paper lantern, and some of our dwarven accoutrement. And maybe we can put like full dwarven armor here on this bench whenever we come across it. And then we can just pick up some lanterns as we go. I want this to be like a red corner, so we need like red lanterns and Daedric stuff. Oh, we can actually put our creepy ass statue we got over there. Why not? Ash statue. Yeah, and we can make this like a little Daedric shrine over here. And then we can use this maybe for Daedric stuff too. And then we can use this to display some of the cooler things that we get, like our weapons and staffs. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I know that was 30 minutes. Home decorating Morrowind style. Nice, man. Hey, Mogo Don. How are you? Yeah, we're doing it. We're kicking it old school tonight. We're about 25 hours into this Let's Play now. We hit level 32. We've gotten a lot of our really cool items, our Skull Crusher and our Necromancer's Amulet and our Mara's Blouse and all that. And we're starting to get through the game and we're getting real meaty. And we've collected a lot of really powerful stuff now, and I was sick of not having a place to call my own. So we murdered everyone in the Balmora Council house, and we've taken it for our own. So yeah, we'll keep this, all of our alchemy ingredients. We'll take Soul Drinker, actually. We could actually put that down, maybe. Over here. This would be a good place for Soul Drinker, in our little Daedric corner. There you go. But yeah, we have our Grandmaster's alchemy area, our skooma pipe, all of our gems, and gold. And then all of our keys. And we'll use this chest for something. I'm thinking maybe this chest for books. Very impressive. Do you have a list of all your active mods? I do. Actually, give me a second. I can post it into Twitch chat if you'd like. Let me see here. Alt tab out. I have 196 mods currently on Morrowind, which isn't really that many. Oh, that's bright. For Oblivion, I have over 440, I think, and for Skyrim, I have 2,690 mods. But for Morrowind, 196 just about cuts it. Most of it isn't like huge gameplay kind of changes. It's mostly just visual changes, texture packs, things like that. And here's the mod list. I didn't get like Tamriel, the new Tamriel, where they add like a ton of different zones. Oh, that's not really gonna work, is it? Okay, well, what I can do for you then is link you the first episode of this Let's Play series on YouTube, where I have a list of the mods. I have the mod list there. It's in the comments. So you can just look it up there if you'd like to. Yeah, no problem. It's very stable. I'm on, I don't even know. I'm on save. It doesn't tell me how many times I've saved, but I've saved a lot. Probably over 100 times. Gone through a bunch of the different factions and stuff. I have not blue screened or gotten a crash to desktop a single time. We've gone all the way through the Imperial Cult, the Imperial Legion, and the Mages Guild, and I haven't had a single crash to desktop. So it is the original Morrowind engine, so you have to appreciate that some of it's going to be a little janky, right? There is that open MW, that open Morrowind engine that they made, but I find it much more difficult to mod. It is a much better, more modern engine, that's for sure. The game does definitely play a little bit smoother on open MW, but modding it is much more involved, and I did not want to spend 20 hours modding Morrowind. I've been there, done that, so I just use the original Morrowind engine, where you pretty much just drag mods right into your data folder, drop them off, and you're good to go. There's not a whole lot more you need to do. So I went with the original engine just because I was being lazy. But it's worked out for me. Alright, so I think it's time. We'll save now that we've kind of gotten our player housing situated and we have everything more or less where we want it. I think it's time to join the Tribunal Temple. I think that's the next faction we're going to do in this Let's Play. I normally avoid doing the Tribunal Temple, like I've said before, because I don't find it a fun faction. The very first quest has you do a pilgrimage to like 8 different shrines all around Vardenfell, and it is a huge pain in the ass. I really hate the pilgrimage quest. So, in my previous playthroughs of Morrowind, I've more or less skipped the Tribunal Temple. But since this is a Let's Play, and I know I got a lot of people following along, and you guys might want to see all the content, we'll go ahead and do it. I will do it for you. Okay, Rollin Lalu. So, you do not belong to any house, but you have brought Rollin Lalu's murderer to justice. I will make sure House Lalu hears about what you did. There was a reward of 1,000 drakes, which is now yours. If you wish to join House Lalu, I will put in a good word for you. So I will definitely be joining a great house. I just don't know which one.
It is such an honor to
Since we're playing an Orc Shaman, we're playing essentially a caster character. Telvanni makes sense, right? We are the Archmage of the Mages Guild, and the Mages Guild and House Telvanni are kind of at war. They hate one another. So, lore-wise, it's a little weird for the Archmage to join House Telvanni, but I think because of our character being predominantly a caster, that House Telvanni makes the most sense for us. As an added benefit, I have never completed House Telvanni before, so I would be experiencing it for the first time, which is kind of cool. I've done House Redoron once, and I generally do House Lalu because their player house is my favorite one. But I'm thinking for this playthrough, we'll go with Telvanni. And they're gonna hate us, we're an orc. Oh man. They're the most racist of the great houses, for sure. Did that bump our reputation up? It is. We got a point of reputation for solving the murder of Rollin Lalu, so that's cool. Alright, let's get in here. Let's go upstairs. Let's talk to the head priest here. I think it's her. Feldrello Sadri. Like her robes. Alright. 3 blessings to you, Orc. If you have come seeking the mysteries of the temple, you are welcome. If you join the temple and follow the examples of the Holy Tribunal and the Saints, listen to their wisdom, you will learn how to live a life with meaning. So we're going to hit join the temple here. You have a promising look. Yeah, maybe. Do you wish to join? Yeah, join the temple. You are now a layman in the temple. Welcome, Sister Jhakri. I am one of several masters you can go to get your duties, and if you perform well, advancement in the temple is not out of the question. Alright. Before I give you any other duties, you need to prove your faith by making the pilgrimage of the 7 graces. Womp womp. That's what I've been avoiding. Take this book, The Pilgrim's Path. It describes where the pilgrimage sites are. After you have completed these pilgrimages, speak with me again. I should warn you that while most of them are easy, the pilgrimages of the Shrine of Pride at Ghost Gate and the Ruddy Man Shrine of Valor at Coal Cave are more difficult. You may wish to do those last. The others are the Shrine of Generosity, Courtesy, Daring, Humility, and the Shrine of Justice. So we're going to need a few things.
Please go ahead, Outlander.
We're going to need muck. If I recall, we have to give muck to the shrine. So let's go pick that up real quick. And then we'll go out to the Lakes of Kamu. I don't know exactly where that is, but we'll figure it out. I actually don't know where most of these shrines are, so we're gonna have to use the book and see if we can figure it out. This episode of the Let's Play was 30 minutes of home decorating, and likely 30 minutes of running aimlessly around Morrowind, looking for shrines. Let's grab some muck in here. There's some scales. Black lichen. Chokeweed. Muck. There we go. We just need 1, I think. Alright, let's open this book. The Pilgrim's Path. Your journal has been updated. The Fields of Kumu, Shrine of Humility. The Fields of Kumu are west of Suran, on the north shore of Lake Amaya, as you head towards Pelagiad. Okay, so let's see if we can take a Silt Strider to Suran, and then we're going to the west of it. Travel, Suran. Cool, that was easy. Oh, it's a nice day out too. I like Suran. I think it's a pretty little town. There's a couple of interesting miscellaneous quests to do here, but frankly, most of the main factions don't bring you here. I like the curvy little wall that they have, and it's right on the water. There's a cool guard tower, and I think there's actually a Sword of White Woe in there if I remember correctly. Let's go check it out. Let's test my 22-year-old memory of this game. It's not on top of the closet. Aha!
Please join
It's under the bed. Sword of White Woe. I'm right. Haha. 17,000 gold value. Drain health 1 to 10 points for 30 seconds. That is a disgusting enchantment. At the low end, it does 30 points of damage, and at the top end, it does 300 points of damage for one swing. And it's 4 to 26 for every attack on it, which is ebony level. And this sword is always here. So at level 1, you can come to Saran, come into this guard tower, and get one of the strongest swords in the early to mid game, right here underneath this bed. And there's actually a second copy of it in Balmora. But yeah, there's a Sword of White Woe here. There is also a guard standing here watching you, so you would have to probably kill him to steal it. I don't know if he patrols anywhere else. We can wait an hour. He does not. He stands there staring right at it. Cool. So yeah, you would have to taunt him, kill him, to grab the sword. But it's a really, really cool weapon, and I consider it one of the strongest early game weapons in Morrowind, depending on what kind of character you're playing. But if you're playing one that uses Longblade, like a Redguard, for example, has a very strong Longblade skill, that weapon is just game over for you. It's not the strongest sword in the game, right? It's not going to last you your entire playthrough, but it will last you a while. I think you can use charm spells to force guards to move. You can do a couple things. So you can force them to follow you, and then you can take them outside. You can use your console command to move them, literally. I think it's console COC or something like that. You can use the Amulet of Shadows, which you get very, very early into the game, north of Nissus, and this gives you 80% Chameleon. And with any amount of sneak whatsoever, even like a sneak skill I think of 20 or 25, you will be essentially invisible, and you can steal the Sword of White Woe that way. Also, there's the Ring of Aversion, which gives you 10 seconds of invisibility. This is sold in Caldera for 58 gold. That's it. The Caldera trader sells this to you for less than 60 gold, and it's got like 5 charges on it. It makes you completely invisible for 10 seconds. So you have a lot of really cool options to grab that sword. Personally, what I'd do is I would taunt the guard until he attacks me, and then I would murder him with extreme prejudice and take the sword. I feel like that's probably the easiest way. But if you want to get sneaky, there is the Ring of Aversion, the Amulet of Shadows, and you can also cast Frenzy on him to have him attack you instead of taunting him, and you can move him out of the guard chamber. A lot of cool ways to go about doing that, and that's one of the things I like the most about Morrowind, to be honest. It's one of my favorite parts of Morrowind, is that there's a million ways to solve pretty much all of the problems in the game. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and water walk. I feel like a lot of modern RPGs lose this sort of free-form sandbox creativity, where you can kind of decide, you know, this is how I want to handle this problem. Okay, let's go up here. Getting some frame drops in this area. Probably loading all these grass textures. Athletics went to 62. You should rest and meditate. Hey, we leveled. Are these slave shacks? Slave master shack. You know what I think of slave masters. Petty soul gem. There's a gold. Wonder if there's a there's a fishing pole. Wonder if there's a key in here. I don't see one. I was thinking if we could find a key we could free some slaves, but we'll go ahead and pull Skull Crusher away for now. Alright, so is Lake Kamu around here? We want to head towards Pelagiad, so that's this way. And the shrine is between two trees on the way. So there's the lake. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over here somewhere. while we're here, there's a tomb. I don't really want to investigate it right now, but we can discover it at least. Sondas Ancestral Tomb. Interesting. That classic Morrowind theme music. We could put on the boots of blinding speed and do this a little bit faster. But then I lose my intellect enchantment. Are you really gonna attack me? Oh, your boyfriend is too. Mating Kagudi. Oh, that sucks. Thoranor. He probably has some kind of quest for us. Ah, fuck it. Let's talk to him.
What may I do for you?
Might you be of some assistance? My friend is lost, and I'm worried about him. Okay. Yes, my friend Edris Oriel and I were traveling to Vivek, and he heard a strange animal sound nearby. He's sort of an amateur naturalist, and he felt compelled to seek out what was making the noises. I bet it was those mating Kagudi. That was hours ago, and I'm afraid something terrible has happened to him. If you could find him and bring him back safely, I'd really appreciate it. I'd go myself, but I'm really more of a scholar, as is he. That's why we were traveling together. A little safety in numbers, you know? I'll try to find your friend. I mean, do you have any idea where he went? Like, shit, dude. He isn't even giving me a direction. Like, he went west. It just says literally wandered away. Well, where? Let's go over near those mating Kagudi. Oh, hey, look at this. Kagudi mating habits. Oh, I nailed it. So he was reading this book about Kagudi fucking, and he's walking to Vivek and he hears two Kagudi fucking, and he just can't help himself. He's like, I must observe this. I must witness this. And this is his book, so I bet he's around here. I have such high grass density with all these mods that if his body were like laying on the ground, I'm wondering if I'd even be able to see it. Oh, hey.
So good to see you.
He's alive with his Mr. T haircut. Hey, bro. Oh, thank heavens you found me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. I've been trapped here by some Kagudi since my friend and I were separated. Bro, you don't have to tell me what you were doing. I know what you were doing. Ah, you've met Thoranar. Yes, he and I became separated when I went off to investigate some sounds I heard. Of course, it turned out to be a pack of Kagudi that trapped me here, but I see you've taken care of them. Did you notice any distinctive sounds that they may have made when you were battling them? They have the most fascinating vocalizations. But enough of that. Should we meet Thoramir? Okay, so it's an escort quest. Shit, he's gonna follow me. Alright. Alright, I'll bring you back to your friend. Oh my god, he's so slow. Bro. He's running like Sheldon. Here's your two Kagudi, by the way, if you want to inspect their genitals. You fucking weirdo. Nope, he ran right by. Alright, here's his friend. Look at this beard this guy's going on. I love how he has it split in half. Your journal has been updated. Okay. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I'm afraid I don't have much to give you as a reward, but this amulet may help you in your travels. Amulet of Slow Falling. Okay. So, we did a miscellaneous quest. We reunited two friends after one ran off to peep some Kagudis fucking. And I bet this is it. Fields of Camus Shrine. We found it. So I think when we click on this, it's going to require muck from us, which we already picked up from our player house before we left. Would you like to donate muck and ask for a blessing? Yes. Boom. I made the pilgrimage to the fields of Kumu and read the grace of humility. Alright. I do feel like the writing in Morrowind was a lot more interesting than later games. I mean, that's not even a contest, I don't think. Oblivion had mediocre writing. I think there were two parts of Oblivion that were written well. The first was the Dark Brotherhood. That quest chain was fantastic in Oblivion, and the second was the Shivering Isles DLC, was extremely well done. And frankly, those are the only two high points I would say for Oblivion writing. And don't even get me started on Skyrim. Skyrim's barely even an RPG, to be honest. It's an action game with minor RPG elements, but it's not like you have all these governing attributes anymore. It's not like you have all these skills to level up anymore. You have some. I think you have 17 or 18. But in this game you have like 28 of them, and in Daggerfall, the second Elder Scrolls game, you had like 40. You even had language skills, right? And they just did away with so many different aspects of the game. If you look at how Elder Scrolls kind of progressed, I'm a little older. I don't know how old you are, but if you were born in the 80s, like 81, 82, you might have played the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena, the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, right into Morrowind, and then Oblivion, and then Skyrim. And I think that gives you a more holistic view of the series, and you can really appreciate how far the series has fallen, particularly in terms of its storytelling and RPG elements. It seems like every Elder Scrolls game they made, they improved the graphics, the physics, and the combat at the cost of the atmosphere, storytelling, and RPG elements. And I don't think that's an appropriate trade-off, which makes sense. Here it is 2024, and I'm still playing fucking Morrowind, right? Now this Let's Play, I am going to do Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim with the same character, so I will be playing through all of them. But there's a reason I think that Morrowind is still very compelling for gamers, even 23, 24 years later, is because it's a very atmospheric game with phenomenal writing. It's a masterclass in world building, right? It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the Redron areas up here, right, they all have their own architecture, they have their own armor, they have their own history and culture. And then you have the House Lalu kind of down here, you have the Telvanni over here near Sadrith Mora. You have the native Ashlander tribes and how they live, which is a very kind of Native American inspired sort of existence. And then you have the Empire, who's invading Vardenfell, and Vardenfell's being occupied. And you have that fight over slavery, and you have the Tribunal Temple, you have Vivek and Sothasil, and you have these like living gods. There's just so much going on in Morrowind, politically, culturally. There's hundreds of quests. There's 220,000 lines of dialogue, and you really get lost in it. You really get immersed in it. In Skyrim, I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't have that. It's a much prettier game, for sure. The combat is much smoother, but it's not as compelling in terms of its narrative, in terms of its storytelling, in terms of its atmosphere or world building. And I don't think fancy graphics and fancy combat is worth what we've lost. I'm very worried about the Elder Scrolls 6, especially after Starfield just came out, and I hated it. I thought it was awful, boring space simulator. It was worse than Mass Effect 4 or Star Citizen. So, we'll see what ends up happening with the Elder Scrolls 6, but yeah, Morrowind is a much more compelling and well-written game. And I don't think many people would disagree. I think the only people who would disagree with that are the ones who haven't played it. You know, these like maybe 20-year-old kids that have only ever known Skyrim. Those are probably the people that might disagree with that. Alright, so the Pilgrim's Path, let's see. We gotta go to the Shrine of Daring. When Sheogorath rebelled against the Tribunal, he tricked the moon, Baurdao, into forsaking its appointed path through Oblivion. The mad star inspired the moon to hurl itself upon Vivek's new city, which Sheogorath claimed was built in mockery of the heavens. When Vivek learned of Sheogorath's scheme, he froze the rogue moon in the sky with a single gesture, and the grace of his countenance. Oh my god, this was definitely written by Vivek. Nobody is more full of themselves in the Elder Scrolls lore than fucking Vivek. He's the kind of dude to jack off to pictures of himself. Absolutely ridiculous. Sothasil is a much cooler guy. Alright, the moon swore itself to eternal service of the tribunal in all its works. Thus, the moon now stands guard over the palace and serves as a citadel for the temple's ordinators. So the Shrine of Daring is found in the city of Vivek in the Temple District. Easy. So what we can do is we can recall back to the Balmora Mages Guild. There we go. Boop, we're out. We can fast travel here to Vivek. And then we can do something a little cheeky here. We can stand right here. We can activate our amulet of Almcivi Intervention. Cast that, and boom, we're at the temple. And there's the moon. that Vivek, in his beautiful heroism, froze in the sky with a single gesture. We'll go ahead and re-equip our Necromancer's Amulet, because that does come off when we use the Almsv Amulet. And we should have a shrine here somewhere, right? That we can pray at. Oh look, Vivek made a fucking statue of himself, killing a Shulk. Like the easiest enemy in the game to kill. Well done, Vivek. And there it is. There's the shrine. There's another one up there, maybe. Shrine to stop the moon. Would you like to donate a potion of rising force? Yes. Ooh. And he gives me, I think, a levitate spell, right? Or a feather spell? What does that give me? I actually don't know what that gives me. Did it work? Okay. Let's see what these two shrines up here are. Maybe they're important. I doubt they are, but we're right here anyway. Let's check them out. Palace Shrine, Palace Shrine. Would you like to leave a donation of 100 gold? Fuck it, sure. Oh, the Grace of Generosity. So this was one of the shrines we had to find. Hey, we figured it out. The Grace of Generosity. Thank you for your generosity, Lord Vivek. I shall neither hoard nor steal, nor encumber myself with profitless treasures, but shall share freely among house and hearth. Blah, blah, blah. Frickin' Vivek. Alright, next. So we've gotten 3 shrines now. The Pilgrim's Path. The Shrine of Generosity was right there, and we already got it. The Puzzle Canal. The Shrine of Courtesy. Interesting. In a battle with Mehrunes Dagon, Vivek gave his own silver longsword to the Daedra Lord rather than dishonor himself by fighting an unarmed foe. See, I don't believe that story either. I think Vivek is totally full of shit. He's like, look how courteous I am. Instead of fighting an unarmed demon lord, I'm going to give him my sword so that he has something to battle me with, and then I'm just going to kill him anyway. This so impressed the Dremora, the most honorable and chivalrous of Mehrunes Dagon's Daedric servants, that they now share a bond of respect and courtesy with the followers of the tribunal, though we must never forget that they are our enemies. Yeah. The Shrine of Courtesy is found in the heart of the Puzzle Canal, a labyrinth beneath Lord Vivek's palace. The journey through the Puzzle Canal can be confusing, and it is suggested that common pilgrims carry a scroll of Almsv intervention in case they get lost. The Dremora Kratz is found in the center of the Puzzle Canal, and will accept a plain silver longsword if spoken to with courtesy. After Kratz accepts the sword, the pilgrims must read the inscription. Okay, so the Puzzle Canal is beneath us, although the book doesn't give us any indication on how to get through it. And I bet these are the entrances, aren't they? Okay, let's jump down here. Puzzle Canal level 2, yeah. Okay. We'll save, because I have no idea where we're going. We might have to reload our game if we fuck this up too badly. Oh no! Did we just load instead of save? We did. We did. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. What we can do is we can load the autosave real quick. And we can just... This was when we were talking about the Sword of Waywell. And we can just run back and do that quest real fast. Fuck. That's a bummer. I guess I was in the load screen instead of the save screen. Alright. Now at least we know what we're doing and where we're going. We can also slap the Boots of Blinding Speed on real quick. Even though this area, for some reason, I get a lot of frame drops in. And the Boots of Blinding Speed are not going to help matters. But that's alright. Oh, can't believe I just lost this 20 minutes of progress. But that's okay. Now that we know where we're going, we can bang it out. There's the mating Kagati, so we'll just go wide of them. We should see the Wood Elf here shortly. There's our athletics. There he is. Alright, let's talk to him about his friend. I'll find your friend. Goodbye. There's the two Kugati. We'll kill him. There's the friend. Okay, you can follow me back. He's very slow, which we've already established. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't lose like an hour of playtime. That would have been brutal. I'm glad I only lost 15 minutes, which we can redo in 5 minutes.
Of course. What may I do for you?
Hold your horses. Your bro is coming. There he is. Alright, my friend, wonderful. Amulet of Slowfall, boom. We're awesome. Shrine. Donate muck, yes. Get blessing. Recall. Travel. Vivek.
What can I do for you today?
Put our boots back on. We will Almsavi Intervention. We will put our Necromancer Amulet back on. We will do these two shrines very quickly. Yes. Boom. Now we have this, like, monstrous levitate on us. Generosity. Boom. Made the pilgrimage, made the pilgrimage, made the pilgrimage. Alright. Now we need to find out how to... So there's no entrance there to the puzzle place. Actually, maybe it's here. Yeah, okay. So we have nothing there. We have level 4 there. Level 3. You know what we can do? We can use our handy dandy Morrowind Prophecies book. Maybe look this up real fast. And see which one we have to go in, so we don't have to spend 20 minutes running through these to find out how we can get to the center. The Puzzle Canal. Alright, the Puzzle Canal is a fairly simple puzzle room in which you'll have to satisfy 2 shrines. You may think you've made it into the Puzzle Canal when you haven't. It's reached through the palace's extensive sewer system, but the outflow gates on levels 1, 2, 4, 5 take you into sewers. However, in the level 3 sewer, another grate can be found in the connecting corridor. Okay, so it's level 3. That's all we really needed to know. Is it this one? Level 3. Alright. There it is. Puzzle Canal Center. This levitate spell's nasty. Breathe the waters of his glory, and the way is made clear. Okay. So this is the way. We cannot get through. Breathe the waters of his glory. You made good time on that second run. Yeah, no. When you know what you're doing, it's fast, but I haven't played this game in so long that I have to figure everything out. I think we have to drown ourselves. Breathe his waters, right? Breathe the waters of his glory, and the way is made clear. I think that's a not-so-subtle thing telling us to literally drown ourselves. To Casey Anthony ourselves in this bathwater. So let's save. Let's actually save this time. Save game. Yeah, okay. I've never done that before. And let's drown ourselves and see what happens. Breath doesn't last very long in this game, so shouldn't take long. Do I just automatically drown when it gets to 0, or does my health go down? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I have a lot of health. And I also have several items that heal me. I have 348 health, so I'm gonna have to Damn. Do I have a way to injure myself? I don't. I don't have anything I can use on myself. I don't have any, like, poisons I can ingest. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is take our ring off. And take our amulet off. Because both of those are healing us. And now, our health will go down. It's just going to take a hot minute. But that gives us time to talk about really topical stuff. Something non-offensive. How about we talk about the Israeli and Palestinian No, I'm kidding. What do you do for work, Mogo Dan? What's your job? While I drown, we can talk about what you do. I presume you're at work now. This time of day, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe you're watching me on a work monitor. I'm halfway dead. Got some time. Insurance. No, I'm at home. It's Saturday, 9 p.m. here. Australia. Wow, okay. The Upside Down. You are on the other side of the planet from me. I'm in South Carolina. Of the US, of course. So yeah, you're 12,000 miles away. Insurance is an interesting gig. Like homeowners insurance, car insurance, health insurance. What kind of insurance are you in? Car, yeah, car insurance. Car insurance has gotten very expensive here in the States, man. Everything's inflated so much the last couple of years, and parts are tough because of COVID supply chain issues, that if you want to repair a car, not only are you going to be waiting a while... Okay. Is the way open? Hey, the way is open! Not only are you going to be waiting a while, but you're going to be paying a freaking fortune for parts. Yeah, that's the problem. You get into a bad enough accident, and your car is going to be at the mechanic shop for the next 5 months waiting to get something rare in, you know? And then it's going to cost you $3,000 for whatever the part is. So, I know the car insurance companies here in the United States, the big ones like Progressive, Allstate, Geico, a lot of their premiums have gone way up because it's just so much more expensive to pay out claims these days. Also, the cars have gotten much more expensive. There's a lot of these $100,000 Ford Raptors and like big, super expensive SUVs and stuff on the market. People aren't driving around $20,000 cars anymore. They're driving around $60,000, $80,000 cars. So when you get into a bad enough accident, you know, you might be looking at 40 grand worth of repairs. And that requires higher premiums. So tough market you're in. You're the bad guy. Okay, so silver longsword, nice. I was gonna say, I don't have one. I hope they give us one, and they did. Let's talk to Kratz. Kratz looks awesome. Look at the face tattoos he's got going on. Badass. He's got full Daedric armor. I'm still levitating from that stupid shrine buff. As you see, I am unarmed, but you are brave and gallant. Sigh. Will you give me your longsword so that I may stand a chance against your might? So this poor guy, this is his full-time job. If you think car insurance sales is bad, poor Kratz has to stand here and pretend for pilgrims to give him a silver longsword like Vivek supposedly did with Maroon's Dagon. It's a rough job. Yes, take it. Yes, I accept this sword. Thank you, Jhakri. You have the grace of courtesy. You should read the inscription on the shrine to complete your pilgrimage. Alright. Boom. Done. Let's open the book. Let's see where we're going next. I have to wait for this thing. I wonder if they rotate it like the costume characters at Disneyland. They do a nice job. The actors at Disney. I haven't gone in quite some time because it's very expensive now to go. But in the past when I've gone, they have like the actors that play the Disney princesses and certain other characters. And they're always excellent. Not only do they look the part usually, they choose performers that that very much look like their cartoon counterparts, but they're wonderful actors. They're great with the kids, so. And they're paid like absolute garbage because a lot of people, it's a passion job, right? It's something that they've always wanted to do. They get to work at Disneyland, interact with people all day, play, fantasy characters. So Disney can get away with paying those poor schmucks, $15 an hour, which, by the way, in Orlando, Florida, does not get you very far. Average rent in Orlando is like $2,800 a month now, $3,000 a month. And these poor kids are making $15 an hour playing Sebastian or whatever at Disney World. It's crazy. They get taken advantage of, as does anyone with a passion, really. Alright. The Mask of Vivec, Shrine of Justice. Near the altar is Vivec's ash mask. In the days of fire, when Dagath-Ur first crept back into Red Mountain and awakened it, Vivec led refugees here as they fled the ash and blight. Weary, they rested here for a while. While Vivec awoke, he found himself and all his followers encased in casts of grey ash. Frozen like a sleeping statue and unable to free himself or help his people, Vivec was filled with despair. Vivec's tears weakened his ash caste. He tore the ash from his perished followers, breathed life into their lungs, and cured them of their blight. This is Vivec's heroism. His tender heart provides strength when his might fails. Come the fuck on. This guy. This fucking guy. The Shrine of Justice is guarded within the Nissus Temple. I know where it is. I've seen it. I actually have a spell here called Vivec's Tears, which cures blight disease. So that follows, I suppose. But I don't think any of that ever happened, because Vivec is a fucking liar. And everyone clapped, right? As those internet stories always go. Whenever you read a really unlikely story on Reddit or something, there's usually somebody who comments, and everyone clapped, right? Very good job, Vivec. Sure, everyone clapped. Alright, recall. We gotta go to Nissus. And then I woke up. Yeah, then I woke up. I actually kind of want to wait. I can only rest on solid ground. Fuck you. So I can't wait off this stupid levitation blessing, because I can only rest on solid ground. Well, what I can maybe do is recall back to the Mages Guild. I can sleep in this bed, maybe. Oh, and now I'm stuck in place because of this levitation spell. Son of a bitch. I can reach the bed. Alright, so let's do this. And hope I don't get attacked by Dark Brotherhood assassins. Boom. Level 33. Personality is 100 now. Luck 47. And I still have the stupid blessing. How long is this going to last? Let's go with 12 hours. There we go. My feet are on solid ground again. So something I want to look at is my buffs. Yeah, so you see how it says Shaman Strider's Intelligence 1? Jesus, look at those numbers. I have to admit, I still don't quite get how leveling works in the game. Yeah, it's complicated. It's not, but it is, right? I guess it's a little bit of both, right? It's not complicated once you understand it, but I suppose you can say that about most complicated things in life, right? So what happens, and this is the easiest way to describe it to you, hover your mouse over your level, and it says progress towards level increase. And at the beginning of the game, yours will say 0 out of 10, because you have not leveled anything up yet. That's not the important part. The important part is underneath that, where it says strength, intelligence, willpower, all of your stats. You see how all of mine say 0? The key is to get those numbers as high as possible before you level, so that you get modifiers to your governing attributes when you level. So for example, in Morrowind, you need to level a major or a minor skill 10 times to gain a level. So say block 10 times and you will level up. Or you can do Restoration 1, Alchemy 1, Axe 1. You can do all of them once and you'll also level up. It can be any combination of 10 levels of a major or minor skill. It doesn't matter what they are. However, these numbers that are underneath here, that currently all say 0, these will indicate how much of a modifier, a multiplier really, you'll get on your governing attributes when you level. It is divisible by 2. So if my strength said 10 here instead of 0, when I level up, I'll get the opportunity to increase my strength attribute by 5. 10 divided by 2. If my agility said 11 here, I would also get 5 points of agility, possibly. When I level up, I can choose that. If my endurance said 8, I could get 4 points of endurance that level. If my personality said 4, I could get 2 points of personality, so on and so forth. So the way you can game this system, and clearly this is what I've done because my character is fully optimized now with all these stats pretty much max, is all these miscellaneous skills you have. They do not contribute to your character leveling. Not once, not a little bit. You can level your medium armor from 50 to 90 and you won't gain a single level because these are not major or minor skills. However, these miscellaneous skills do contribute towards these numbers underneath your progress towards level increase. So, let's say you want to increase your endurance by 5 points the next time you level. You need to find a miscellaneous skill with the governing attribute of endurance, which would be medium armor and heavy armor in my case, right? And I can level these 10 times. I can either do it as a trainer, or I can just wear heavy armor and go let rats hit me for 10 minutes, whatever. Level one of these 10 times, and then this will say endurance 10 underneath your progress towards level increase. And the next time you level, you will get a whopping 5 points of endurance. And now you can do this for 3 stats every time you level. So let's say I want to level my intellect, willpower, and endurance. Let's find an intellect skill here. Let's see, security. Yeah, security is governing attribute intelligence. So I can level security 10 times. If I want to raise my willpower, let's find a willpower one. Mysticism, perfect. And if I want to level my endurance, we can go back up to medium armor. So what I want to do is level my security 10 times, medium armor 10 times, mysticism 10 times. And then, the next time I actually level my character, which is based on these skills up here, I will get 5 points of intelligence, 5 points of willpower, and 5 points of endurance, which is insane. You essentially get 15 governing attributes every time you level, which is how you can get everything at 100 so quickly. You can technically get it before level 30 if you're being as optimal as you possibly can. So how do you do that, right? Like, let's say I want to get my medium armor up 10, my security up 10, and my mysticism up 10. Well, you can go out in the world and farm that, right? Or you can just come to a trainer, like this woman here, hit training, and hit mysticism. Boom. Your mysticism just increased to 36. And in Morrowind, also in Oblivion, by the way, there is no cap to the number of times you can train per level. There's no cap at all. Really, the cap is how much gold you have. Because as you can see, training is quite expensive. My mysticism level is very low. It's only 36. And yet it costs 260 gold pieces to train it once. And that's with her disposition being at 100 because I'm the Archmage. So you need gold. Gold is the key. And if you watch that Let's Play that I linked to you earlier in the chat, you watch, like, I think it's the 3rd episode is when I really start getting into my gold grind. You can see how you can very easily get an obscene amount of gold in Morrowind, and you can afford all the training that you need. So you can run to this trainer, that trainer, that trainer, and train the skills that you need to in order to maximize your primary attribute gains every level. And I know that sounds very complicated. It is not. So if you want to raise, say, your intellect, Ajira over here.
Good to see you. Do you need my
The breakdown, yeah, helps. So Ajira is all the intellect skills, oddly enough. She has enchant, conjuration, and alchemy, and all of those are intellect. And then if you want to do endurance, right, no one in the Mages Guild will be able to do that for you. However, right next door, in the Fighters Guild, you would have to join the Fighters Guild, of course. Come in this door. There's a million trainers in here, and this guy has a bunch of endurance training. He has heavy armor and... actually just heavy armor. Armor and blunt are strength. But down here, underneath, you have a woman that I think does like medium armor and spear or something. Yeah, she does spear, which is endurance. And this guy over here has a bunch of speed. He
Champion
trains...
and legionary. How can I
athletics, which is speed, and hand-to-hand, which is speed. And so in this way, once you kind of get to know where your trainers are, who they are, and what they train, you can relatively easily game it so that you have here 10 strength, 10 willpower, 10 personality every time you level so you can maximize those attribute gains. It's not complicated. It's a little tedious, though. See, you can see it says willpower 1 because I just trained my mysticism once just to show you how it works. So that's how you do it. And you can have all of your primary attributes, except for luck, of course, maximum relatively easily. Relatively. Let's put these back on. Alright, we can put Foe Crusher back on. So, now we need to go to Nissus. I think we can fast travel to the Alderune Mages Guild.
Welcome, friend.
And then from Alderune, we can use the Silt Strider. Another tip, if you're going to reapproach Morrowind, is you gotta get familiar with how to navigate the world. Right? It's not Skyrim, or, actually just Skyrim, because Oblivion also, you can fast travel anywhere. In Morrowind, you cannot just fast travel. You can't just, discover something, like Margon, and just click on your map and go there. You have to hoof it, unless you can figure out how to use the fast travel options that do exist in Morrowind, which are Silt Striders, boats, a couple different teleportation options, Mages Guild teleportation. So one of the biggest tips for new players or returning players that haven't played in a long time, you have to familiarize yourself with how you can get around the world, or it's just going to take you forever to travel to these places. I knew I had to go to Nissus, and I was in Balmora, so fast travel to the Alderune Mages Guild, and use the Alderune Silt Strider to travel to Nissus. And there you go. And inside this temple here, Nissus is really cool, Kwama Egg Town, that the Empire is trying to take over, and the citizens don't love it. A lot of cool things happening here. In the upstairs, there is a shrine to Vivek, because everybody has a giant heart-on for him. And this is that ash mask that he claims to have peeled off of himself, and then with his tears, and then breathed life into all of his followers. Cool. So this is the shrine. Here in Nissus, Vivek made a potion to cure a villager who had fallen ill. Vivek promised that the temple would always cure those who could not pay, and left his sacred mask here. So what do I need to bring? Do I need like a cure disease potion? I bet I do. That's gonna annoy me. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a potion of cure common disease. Son of a bitch. Okay. And I doubt there's an alchemist in Nissus. Maybe downstairs there's someone that maybe sells a cure common disease potion. Please? Hey you. Would you happen to have a potion?
What do you want of me, Outlander?
Barter. No shit. Cure poison. Holy shit. She has cure poison, and she has resist disease, but she doesn't have a cure common disease. Oh my god, there's nobody else. You're the only one who works here? This place is understaffed. There's a dude in here, right? Hey dude. Look at this name. Look at this fucking name. Esib Numu.
I am never too busy.
Asun
for a good
Dodnude.
talk.
God damn.
The ash storms are a nuisance.
Oh, he's got potions. Goddamn right he's got potions. Okay. Rising Force, we just needed one of those. Cure poison. Cure common disease. He's got 10 of them. Thank God. We'll buy one. We did it. Totally knew that was there. Calculated. Had it all figured out. I was just testing you, my humble viewer, to see if you knew. Yes, donate potion. Hey! Alright. So those are the easy ones, right? It gets hard from here. I hate this question. Homemade potions are not acceptable. Cute. Okay. Coal Cave, the Shrine of Valor. Within the Coal Cave, Vivek fought a battle with Ruddy Man, the father of the Drew. When he defeated Ruddy Man, Vivek spared his life on the condition that Ruddy Man and his children would give up their tough hides to serve as armor for the Dunmer. The Shrine of Valor is inside the Coal Cave, a cavern on the seacoast west of the ancient stronghold Barandas and south of Nissus. I know where that is. The cave mouth faces south towards the sea and is marked by a large natural arch of stone. The region is wilderness, and finding the cave mouth can be difficult. Drew within the cave itself are fearsome enemies. Only experienced and capable adventurers should attempt to reenact the epic battle with the Drew in the cave. Drew wax may be bought at the temple in Nissus. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a portion of Drew wax as a token. Interesting. Okay, so let's buy that before we leave. Sure, one of the Drew in the cave will drop Drew wax, but I don't know, maybe we shouldn't bet on that. Drew wax. Man, you're making a fucking fortune. This dude just stands here and sells the 2 things everyone needs for the pilgrimage. And he's like the dude, and he's here. So unless you read the book before you come, you are absolutely trapped buying from this guy. It's like the dudes who sell hot dogs at the baseball games. Just absolutely screw you. If you want a hot dog at the Yankee Stadium, you're gonna buy it from me, and it's gonna be $8 fucking. Alright, so Barandas is down here somewhere. There it is. So it's west of Barandas. Alright, we'll figure it out. By the way, in terms of leveling attributes, Oblivion works the exact same way as Morrowind. You need 10 of each governing attribute to be leveled every level in order to get the 5x multiplier. Only I find it much more difficult in Oblivion because trainers are much harder to come by, they're much more spread out, they're much more expensive, and gold is hard to come by. Gold is not easy in Oblivion. They do. It is the same system. I think Oblivion has slightly different skills, right? I don't think there's a spear skill in Oblivion, and there is no medium armor in Oblivion. They definitely made it more concise. They got rid of some things. I don't know if mysticism is in Oblivion either. I think mercantile, definitely speechcraft. I don't know if hand-to-hand still is, but anyway, they do get rid of a couple things. But yeah, it works the exact same way. Identical. But like I said, I find it much more difficult. Gold is very easy to come by in Morrowind if you know what you're doing, and very difficult to come by in Oblivion, even if you know what you're doing. The only ways to get reliable gold in Oblivion are cheating. Either doing some kind of duplication glitch, which is very easy to do, but is cheating, or using like the console command or something along those lines. Alchemy is probably one of the best ways to get decent gold in Oblivion, and even then, much, much harder than Morrowind. There's an added difficulty. Hey, there's the arch. I think that's it. Alright, there's an added difficulty in Oblivion, in that the leveling system in Oblivion fucking sucks. It's actually one of the worst, I think, in modern gaming. Whereas the game scales with the player character. You see, in Morrowind, it doesn't. It somewhat does. There are some leveling lists in Morrowind, right? But as you can see, there's a Nixhound here, and I'm level 33, right? So a level 1 Nixhound isn't going to do anything to me. It's not like the entire game levels up around me in Morrowind. Just some enemies do. But in Oblivion, the game aggressively scales with the player. Every time you gain a level in Oblivion, the world gets substantially stronger than your character does. And that is toxic. That is toxic game design. At level 1, you actually feel quite powerful in Oblivion. At level 5, you start to go, wow, I'm getting my ass kicked. And by the time you're level 15, the bandits are running around with full Daedric and glass armor, two-shotting you. And you're like, what the fuck? The higher level you get in Oblivion, the harder the game gets. Substantially. There is a point where your character has so much power creep that you can overpower, the scaling of the game. But it takes a while. Shit. I was hoping that was it, and it's not. I have to keep looking. Yeah, I found it a little immersion breaking in Skyrim when you can forge some of those rare armors. Yeah, no, you can break the game very quickly in Skyrim. And you can break the game very quickly in Morrowind, too. But Oblivion, much harder game to get overpowered in. You can do it, especially with spellmaking. But, no, Oblivion is crazy, the way the world scales. It's not fun. It's anti-fun to gain levels and lose power. It's not the way games should be designed. When I gain levels, I should feel stronger. That seems obvious, and yet Bethesda seemed to miss that memo when they made Oblivion. They're like, yeah, you want to be level 10? Well, fuck you. The whole world's level 20 now. And you're screwed. It's particularly bad if you gain level 10 by leveling up non-combat skills. If you level with like illusion and alchemy and shit, without like leveling up blade or medium armor or something that actually does damage, you will find yourself in real rough shape in Oblivion real fast. I wouldn't say I'm not looking forward to the Oblivion portion of this Let's Play, but it's definitely a frustrating game. Are you gonna come down here? Son of a bitch. There we go. Speaking of frustrating portions of the game, oh hey, chest. Hey, it's got a silver sword inside. Cliff racers are super annoying too. Get down here. There. Alright, is the cave over here? I thought this would be easy to find. The book told me it wasn't going to be easy to find, and yet, in my arrogance... Holy shit, that's a mud grab. Didn't even know that was there. Perfectly camouflaged. Alright, let's read the book one more time. You cannot read during a battle. What am I battling? I'm not battling. I'm good. On the seacoast, west of the ancient stronghold of Barandas and south of Nisus. Did I just go too far? Oh my god, I went pretty far. Coal cave entrance. Oh my god, it's on my fucking map. I am so dumb. Okay. We went way too far. We ran halfway down the continent of Vardenfell. Well, I saw the arch and got excited. This is going to be the longest episode of our Let's Play, but I don't want to break up the pilgrimage into numerous episodes. I just kind of want to get it done. Is it over here? No. I might just shock this guy. Dead. Water walking. Is it in this inlet? I sort of think it isn't. It's not. Okay. Oh. Is it underwater? Is that possible? Is that how I'm missing it? Oh, there's an arch too. Maybe I went to the wrong arch. Oh, cliff racers. Wonder if this is it. I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, should be right here. Oh, wow, that is hidden. God damn. Alright, let's save. Make sure we're saving and not loading. Oh, that's it. So I don't actually have to go through the cave. Well, I feel like I want to now. We got all the way here. God damn it. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm gonna go through this cave. And I'm gonna kill everything in here. Oh yeah, there's Drew in here, for sure. I should get a bunch of Drew wax. And then open up my own competing Drew wax shop. Near the first guy. Oh shit, there's no air pocket here. Water breathing. We came to Splash Mountain, we're gonna ride Splash Mountain. You goddamn right. I didn't look for this place for an hour to hit a shrine and go home. Can you? Okay, okay. Well, he's not messing with me, so you know what? What's this? A large collop. Okay, cool. Angelfish. There's angelfish in here, no shit. There's another Drew. Killed him. This mace is overpowered. There's the Drew Wax. What's up here? Anything fun? Nope. Nothing fun. Visibility is not great in here. I'm fucking squinting with my old man eyes. Drew Warlord. Oh shit, look at, he's got a whole face. And he's got a crown on. Bro, you're not gonna break my health regen down here, I don't think. Wow, he took 2 hits with the mace. No shit. He had 4 Drew Wax on him. I'm rich. What's down here? Anything fun? A small call-up. I was kind of hoping for like a treasure chest or something, you know? To mark the occasion. This place just sort of sucked, to be honest. Alright, can we open the book underwater? Goddamn right we can. Okay. The Ghost Fence, the Shrine of Pride. I know where the Ghost Fence is. The Ghost Fence is a lasting symbol of the indomitable will and power of Sivi, and a monument to Dunmer pride in overcoming its enemies. The Shrine of Pride is found within the Ghost Fence, just northeast of the Ghost Fence itself. The safest route is along the Foyota Mamea, a volcanic ravine running from the top of Red Mountain southwest to its end just below Balmora. An old Dwemer bridge crosses the Foyota near Fort Moonmoth. A pilgrim may follow the Foyota all the way to the Ghost Fence. Any journey inside the Ghost Fence is dangerous, but even the most timid pilgrim should feel safe, so long as he does not stray too far from the Ghost Fence, and flees from any minions of Dagoth Ur. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a soul gem in remembrance. Okay, I remember this. It takes the highest level soul gem in your inventory, automatically, when you click the shrine, forever. And so if you have like Azura's Star in your inventory, it will take your Daedric artifact and destroy it forever. Or if you have a Grand Soul Gem, for example, which are very valuable. And I have 4 of them. So what we're going to do, I actually remember this being a problem. Back in like the 2001 Xbox days, people just clicked on the shrine, not thinking that it was just going to take the most powerful soul gem in their inventory, and you can often lose extremely valuable things on this part. So we're going to go back to our player house. We're going to stash some stuffs, specifically that Drew Wax and our Grand Soul Gems. And we're going to grab some Rinky Dink Soul Gem, if we have one in there, we should. We need to light this place better. I need to start stealing lanterns. So let's drop this Drew Wax off. Nice. And we have a lesser soul gem. We have a common. Let's take 1 common and 1 lesser, and we can let the shrine decide what it wants to take. We'll put these 4 grand soul gems in here, and this greater one. Alright. So the way I normally go to the Ghost Fence is through Alderun, but this book is telling us to go this way, which is fine. I'm going to follow the book. We're going to cast a resist magic spell on ourselves so that we can equip the Boots of Binding Speed. By the way, if you didn't catch that, I'll explain it to you real quick because it's important. I made a spell called the Boots of Blinding Speed, and since it's a restoration spell, I put an R in front of it so that they're all alphabetized by school because I'm a nerd. Resist magic 100% for 2 seconds, and this gives me enough time to equip the boots of blinding speed, which would normally blind us 100%. We'd have no idea where we're going. We wouldn't be able to hit anything with our weapons. However, the resist magic spell cancels out the blind 100% on self, and now we get an insanely fast run speed. Whee! Without blindness. Yeah. Now, depending on how high your alteration skill is, mine is 47, but yours might be very low, you might struggle to cast this spell, which is why we only do 1 second or 2 seconds. Most people do 1, I do 2, just to make it more comfortable to open up my menu. But yeah, resist Magicka 100% for 1 second, cast it, very quickly open your menu, put on the boots, and now, even though the spell is off me, it only lasts 2 seconds, I'm still getting the resistance to the blind, because the blind only happens the moment you equip the boots. So, there you go. There's a tip. Okay, they said there's a dwarven bridge that we need to pass, and then there's a Fyota up ahead of us. So this must be it. And then this must be the Fyota. Oh, that's a golden saint. Shit, right when we get rid of our grand soul gems too. We're not even gonna fight her, we're just gonna run by her. But I need to capture the souls of as many golden saints as I can. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Alright, which way now? North? This way. What is this? Saren Ancestral Tomb. Have we been here? Local? Well, I guess it doesn't count, but no, I don't think we have. What does this say? Balmora. No. This way? This is south, though. We need to go north. We need to go up this Fyota to the ghost fence. Maybe we go this way. But with the boots of blinding speed on, I guess it doesn't matter, because we're just so fast. Oh, son of a bitch. This is not the way. I don't think this is the way the book wanted us to go. That's okay. At least there's no ash storm. Okay, there's the ghost fence. I can see it from here, because my draw distance is fucking insane. There's a Daedric Shrine. This is a Fyota here. Oh, that hurt. That actually knocked us down. Okay. I think we're back on track. We can follow this all the way up to the Ghost Gate, and there should be a shrine there. I am speed. Look at that. 300 speed with the boots on. There it is. I think that's the shrine. No, that's not the shrine. Where's the shrine? Is the shrine up here? Guys, tell me where the shrine is.
Sun and sky, Outlander.
This is the Ghost Gate. Yeah.
Warmly.
Shrine. He doesn't say anything. What about you? Do you know where the shrine is? Shit. So do we hit the switch and just go through? Maybe we do. Okay, we're gonna save. Actually, I think I see the shrine from here. Save game. Save. Overwrite. Boom. Switch. Oh, that is not the shrine. That's just a switch. Oh Jesus, right when I walk in there's already corpus beasts attacking me. Corpus stalker. Like literally the moment I walk through. Okay. Ho ho ho! There it is. Ghost Gate Shrine. Alright. How many hours have you been on this save? Hey, number 1 Jax. Good question. 24, maybe? 25? We've done quite a bit. We're level 33. All of our attributes are more or less maxed at this point. We have a reputation of 33, which is a pretty good gauge of how far you are in the game. We're the top of the Imperial Cult, we're the Primate, we're the top of the Imperial Legion, the Imperial Dragon, we're the top of the Mages Guild, the Archmage, and now we're doing the Temple. And we're doing the Pilgrimage portion. That's been today's stream. This is the last shrine we need. Donate Lesser Soul Gem. Boom. Your journal has been updated. Alright. And I think that's it. I think that's the last shrine. Man, it is nasty in Red Mountain. Look at that. Let's get out of here. We can check the book in a second. Let us out. I can't see shit. There we go. That should all go away once everything closes, right? Let's get in the Tower of Dusk. Get out of this storm. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's take off the Boots of Blinding Speed. We don't need them at this point. So I just want to show you this one more time, Mogo. It says Fortify Intelligence 1 to 3, and you can force whether it's the 1, the 2, or the 3 by equipping it multiple times. So we're going to put these boots on, and then we're going to see what number we got. I have so many frickin' blessings right now. There we go. We got 3, right? We got 3 for the Greaves, 3 for the Striders, and 25 for the Amulet. If we'd only gotten 1 or 2, we can just take the boots back off, put them back on, and then check again and see what number we got. And that way, you can maximize the constant effect enchant on your gear by always making it a range between 1 and whatever the maximum you can put on that item are, and just equipping and unequipping it until you get the maximum number. If I had put something set, 2 would have been the highest I could put on these boots. But since I did 1 to 3, I can just game it to get 3 every time. Important tip. Alright, I think we're done with the pilgrimage. We can go ahead and recall. It's extremely valuable when you do bigger items, like 1 to 25 strength. That's huge, right? Where the top end you could put as a constant effect would be 12 strength on an amulet, but you can do 1 to 25 strength as a range, and then just make sure that you're getting 24 or 25, essentially doubling the power of your constant effect enchanted items. It's a big tip. Oh, I got this stupid shield on me from the ghost fence. I guess it's better than the levitation, right? And I think we got out of Red Mountain without getting blight disease, so that's cool. Let's run into the temple and turn this stupid quest in.
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Duties. 7 Graces. Yes, you have finished the pilgrimage of the 7 Graces. I commend you for this. You are now ready for more challenging duties and advancement. Hey! We did it. We win. We win the game. The temple recognizes you, Jhakri. You are now Jhakri the Novice. Haha. Duties. I do not have any duties for you. Perhaps you should speak with Eldrin Lalath in Alderun. Or Tharir Rothcloth in Mulagmar. We'll go to Alderun. It's a little bit easier to get to. And we can actually just teleport right back, because we're lazy, and travel to Alderun. Why walk when you can ride? As the Dunmer always say in this game. I actually don't know where the temple is here, but we'll find it. It's probably in town somewhere.
Should you need something?
Oh, and there's no ash storm, so we can see everything. Imagine. Imagine being able to see in Morrowind. There it is. That's the temple. And there's the ghost fence. you can see they're actual like daggers, right? They have like a hilt and a handle, and then the curved blade of the dagger, like a karambit or something, goes up into the sky. And each post of the ghost fence is this giant like Daedric dagger. I don't believe that's vanilla. I think that's probably one of the mods I have. But it's a nice touch. It's pretty cool. I like it. Not you.
Good to see you, Outlander. Searching for spells?
No, searching for duties. I would like you to give me a mission to go on. Not you. Maybe it's upstairs.
You have my blessings, Outlander. How about a potion today?
Not you. Shit. Huh. Maybe it's somebody in the basement. It's okay. Oh, she looks official. Or he looks official. He's got like the robes on,
Yes,
right?
Outlander.
It's probably this
How
guy.
do you do?
And it's not him. Damn, I was so sure it was. Temple. I was told to come here. One of you gives me quests. Who haven't I spoken to? There might be someone in the front.
I am never too busy for
Duties.
a good
So it's this guy. It's the first guy. It's the guy right as you walk in. That's how it goes. Alright, let's see. Duties. To belong to the temple is to practice compassion. Well, that's good. You've come to the right place. Vivek often showed compassion. Oh my god, they're all Vivek groupies. Is this whole faction just gonna be people dick riding Vivek 100% of the time? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can make it through. I don't know if I can make it through this faction. 100% stands for Vivek. It's a whole religion that just worships Vivek. They've all drank the Kool-Aid, the Jim Jones juice, right? Although that's an old reference. Okay, cool. Vivek often showed compassion to his enemies. You must show compassion by curing Bolfim Gra Shagars, a Sheogorath worshipper at Male Kashishi. Take this potion of Cure Blight. You can cure Bolfim by giving her the potion, but it is expensive. I'd prefer you learned a spell, such as Realm's Gift, and return the potion to me. I can make a spell. But Cure Blight is a very difficult spell to cast. I made one for myself, Cure Blight, and it costs a whopping 250 mana, and I have a 0% chance to successfully cast it. And that is with a restoration skill of 58, which is not too bad. Now there is Vivek's Tears down here, which is Cure Blight on self. It costs 100 mana, and I have a 51% chance to successfully cast it, but that's just on me. I can't cure somebody else with that. So, I'm gonna be giving him the potion, bro. Sorry. Sorry to say. Alright, we need to know where this Daedric Shrine is, though. Travel to Ald Valathi, son of a bitch, and head east past the Daedric ruin of Ashalmawiya. Continue due east until you reach the mountains. Then follow the trail south until you see another Daedric ruin. Be careful. The followers of Sheogorath are unpredictable. Don't go further into the ruins than you must. What the fuck kind of directions are these? Okay, so we go to Ald Valathi, and then essentially we just head east until we find a Daedric shrine. I think Ald Valathi is up here. That's cool. Yeah, there's Ashalmawiya and Ald Valathi, so it's here. It's right here. I guess we can travel from Nissus up. But I don't know if we can silt stride to Ald Valathi. We might have to take a boat. Which is interesting. Let's see if we can take a silt strider, but I'm thinking we're gonna have to sail. Also, I guess now would be a good time because it's been an hour and 54 minutes, which is longer. I usually just do 1 hour episodes of this Let's Play. I'm gonna turn off the stream real quick and then turn it right back on, and this lets me cut it up for export, so I can keep the Let's Play episodes shorter. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back.